All right, guys. We're at another one. This is going to be a short one. The news just came in for predecessor and the Steam Spring sale, which, if you follow my Instagram or my TikTok, you know that the Steam Spring sale is something that I've been anticipating for season one to jump right into. But the thing is the end time didn't match the end time of the sale would last. So that's why I was like, well, they couldn't really do it unless that would be like the end sale. But why would that? That doesn't make any sense. A company doing that because they want the end sales to be the at maximum, and they don't care. They're not gonna put a sale out when something like this. They don't care about money. They're just gonna get the. They just want the maximum pump out for the last I would say 2 weeks. So with this being said, uh, I was at a loss. So I didn't make a YouTube video about it because there was no real news on it, right? It was just speculations, whatever. Um, but this came out literally 8 minutes ago. It's 10:08. It literally came out 8 minutes ago. Fantastic news for season one, and even better for season two. So it starts off with saying, "Greetings, champions. We've got some exciting news to share with you regarding Steam's spring sale and an important update on season one. Looking for news on our upcoming new hero? Question mark. We know you're excited, but please wait just a little bit longer. We'll be sharing at all the latest news on her in a dedicated future blog post. Let's jump right into it. Now, this is something I've already told my friend Scooney, person that I usually stream with and is teaching and at the same time slash learning with predecessor and MOBAs in general. He's usually the ADC or the jungle. He's a great ADC. He's still learning jungle and he has great potential. Um, but I told him, because I said this in my Instagram too, that they're going to extend it because the hero was supposed to come out last Tuesday, which was the 14th originally. But then they postponed it 1 week to the 21st. And they didn't say they postponed it. They just said that's when she releases officially, because they didn't officially say when she releases. But if you go by the other heroes, that's what you would go by, right? But this case, this is right here where it says, looking for a new upcoming hero. We're now excited, but please just wait just a little bit longer. So that right there is a confirmation that I was right, that they're prolonging it for 1 more week because it is their own character and they want to make it a good character, a right character, with dedicated damage, but at the same time, they want to make it fair for everybody else. I think she's going to have a direct count. I think she's going to be directly countered with someone that has, I think, a tank. I think season two is going to counter her, basically. But I think she's going to be powerful when she comes out because of this fact, and then tanks will need to build something around her. So she'd be one of those characters where when she comes into the battlefield, tanks actually have to go a certain build or do certain things to negate her. So that's going to be really interesting to see. And they want to make that balanced. And I'm sure they're thinking about what they're doing in season two. So just a little thing right there. Steam Spring Sale. Now, Steam Spring Sale, they do this every year. I'm always anticipated with it because I like seeing new games come out. That's what usually when you see new betas come out, and they're like, "Hey, you buy this bundle," kind of like what predecessors are doing. Buy this bundle, and you can go ahead and check this game out, for a certain time. I like stuff like that as long as it's not like $50 or something like that. As long as it's like I'll go as high as $20 to support a good game, a game that has potential to be good. I'll have no problem. So this is actually exciting, and that they're actually part of that. That means that the rare bundles have been cheaper than and the legendaries. I mean, legendary is a huge jump. It's $20. I believe it's what, $20, 80. Yeah, it's $20, and everything else is just a little bit. The higher you go, the better you get, obviously, for the sale. Season one extension. We made the important decision to extend season one of Predecessor's early access. Season one will now end on April 17th, which makes sense because the sale ends when? The 23rd. They want at least 2 weeks They want at least 2 weeks of genuine sales. Season 2 will start shortly after. So why the extension? Firstly, this will even allow more, firstly, this will even allow more community members to unlock those epic season 1 goodies before they disappear. We're practically excited for the level 40 skin for the upcoming new hero, which is going to, I think that they're going to do some, I think they're going to do some, like, they're getting ready, at least for season 2, they're going to get ready for, like, legendary skins and different tier skins to do certain things for, like, abilities and stuff. That's in Paragon, or it's weird, it's inconsistent in Paragon. So, but it looks cool when it does do it. And I think that this would be real if you're consistent with it. Different skins having different abilities, colors and stuff like that. Not too different, to differentiate. At least someone has to, be like, well, that's Murdoch's abilities, or that's Drongo's power, or that's Muriel. They still need to differentiate. But I think that's really cool that they're particularly excited for this skin. I think that's really cool. I think that just means they're highlighting something right there. I think that's really cool. But we'll share more on that in due time. In due time, which means next month. I'm just gonna let you know that. The extension also means more time to this more time, I believe, will be a week after they release the character. The extension also means more time to bag some bonus platinum for those of you further up on the leaderboards. Now, what they're talking about is that when you get into the game, you have an account level 1. You start off with. The more games you play, the more experience points you get per game, depending on what you do, win or lose, and how you win or lose, and how long the game is, depending on how many points you get, right? Set amount of points, you level up. Each level up tier gets you more rewards, and then once you get to a certain level, which, by the way, the level 40 skin is when you get to account level 40, you get the Huntress skin, the hero that is about to come out. It's a really cool skin, apparently. Anyone that's above 50, like after the 10 levels, so 60, you start getting 500 platinum, I think, or 100 platinum. I think it's 100 platinum. You get 100 platinum, and then you just accumulate more every 10 levels. So, secondly, our dev teams are still hard at work cooking up season 2. We want it to be everything we know it can be. Yeah, we're good. And on this occasion, that means letting it stew for a little bit longer. On the bright side, however, season 2 is shaping up to be just as exciting as season 1, packed with new features, new heroes, and much, much more. We can't wait to share more information soon, so keep an eye out on season 2 roadmap next month. Now, I can't say anything too much about what they're going to do until I see the roadmap, but what I did make a video on this. Check it out. It is the expectations of season 2 and what I believe they're doing, and they're going to work on bruisers and tanks. They're going to work on these two factions of characters, and I believe the next character they're going to come out with is going to be either support or it's going to be a offlane jungle. I believe that's the case. I believe that's the next predecessor character. Those two classes, because next season is going to gear very heavily towards how supports are going to utilize their abilities, because tanks are going to be more, they're going to be the deciding factor in a lot of fights. Jungles what I'm saying is jungles or offlanes will be able to impact fights more depending on how they build and how well the character plays them, is what I meant to say. So what this tells me is that they're trying to basically say, look, season 1, we learned a lot, we did a lot, and most importantly, you gave a lot. And because of the giving, we need just a little bit more time to make sure we give back even better. Huge support on that. I love that. Big thumbs up on that. That's great. That means that they're trying to do something for the community. Secondly, we want to make sure that we have as much exciting things that we put into season 1 that we put into season 2. That is kind of disappointing to me. They also said packed with new features, cool, new heroes, awesome, and much, much more. Which much, much more means, I believe, competitive gaming. And basically getting ready towards splitting the player base and seeing how well that reacts and how that goes. What I'm not excited about is how they worded this, and this might be just me being a skeptic, and I'm just like, I'm an old gamer, old man, and I just want to be able to make sure that this game's right for me, especially in a new genre I don't really know too much about. On the bright side, however, season 2 is shaping up to be just as exciting as season 1. Well, season 1 was exciting. I loved it. It was great. It got me into the game, obviously, and it got me keep playing the game and want to make videos on the game and stream the game. And by the way, I stream on Twitch .tv/ guy kill underscore that guy underscore kill Twitch. Just kind of anyways. And the new heroes. So my thinking is everything now that they said packed with new features, which makes me think that they're going to basically say that we're putting features that we already said that we're going to put in and that you already know about into the game. New heroes, which that means spectator mode, tournament more. They're probably going to put like a better like practice range mode, stuff like that. New heroes, which they're probably going to produce 4 new heroes, maybe 5. That's not bad, and much more, which is competitive. Like I said, it's not like, yeah, let's go, but it's not a they're not doing anything, It is a fine line in between. I'm okay with that, but let's see if we don't make that a trend. Like season 3, I would like to see new maps. I would like to see the stuff like that along those lines, or at least changing up the current map or something like that. And if competitive and splitting the player base increases the player base, because competitive, everyone pretty much really wants that. That's why Paragon is got the numbers, but they don't have the people they don't have the people that like it. The people are just forced to play it because it's competitive, and it has competitive. So I want to see that. I'm rambling on about this kind of stuff. Lastly, while we're proud of how much we've already managed to pack into season 1, we know that unfortunately there's a chance that spectator mode, I just said, might slip into season 2. We'd rather it didn't and are working hard to deliver it as soon as we can, but also want to temper expectations just in case. Thank you for your patience and ongoing support, and we can't wait to share what we're working on. I just take back everything I just said. They just openly said they can't do what we promised in season 1, which is one thing, and we're gonna slip that into season 2. I'm okay with that, and even I'm okay with them postponing competitive nights. I'm okay with that. So, and that's all for now. Thanks for. All right, guys. Postpone about the next Deadly Hunt. Overall, great. I love the communication. I love the feedback. I love the honesty. I like the chance for new players to play the game, the sale, or the easier access, as I like to say. And I love the fact that they're willing to postpone something. Season 2 is going to give them money. It's going to make them money because it's going to produce a lot when it first comes out. Fresh content. I believe postponing that money is huge. So, final thoughts. Predecessor, Omeda Studios, I believe you guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you so much for this news. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. I want to stream in just a second, in about 30 minutes at 11 o'clock CST. So I hope to see you guys there. See you later. Bye-bye.